Hi, my name is Nicole Sederman, and I'm going to do a short video on hydrophilic and hydrophobic substances. The first thing I want to talk about is the structure of water, and it's important to know that before going into hydrophobic and hydrophilic and the difference. A water molecule is made up of two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom. And if you don't know what a molecule is a group of atoms bonded together representing the smallest fundamental unit of a chemical compound that can take part in a chemical reaction. Water is one of the more abundant molecules in living cells, and it is the most critical to life as we know it. Hydrophilic. Hydro stands for water, and philic stands for loving. In other words, hydrophilic means attracted to water, giving it the ability to mix well, dissolve, or be attracted to water. These molecules are polar, which means they possess regions of positive and negative charges. A great example of a molecule that is hydrophilic would be amino acids, because they love water. Pictured to the right shows an amino acid molecule. Hydrophilic characteristics. A hydrophilic molecule or portion of a molecule is typically charged polarized and is capable of hydrogen bonding. More common examples of hydrophilic substances include sugar, salt, starch, and cellulose. When you add any of these substances to water, they will dissolve because the covalent bonds in the water are stronger than the ionic bonds of, for example, the salt molecules. I chose this picture on the right because in the photo, you can see under the hydrophilic section an example of a substance dissolving correctly when it's a hydrophilic substance. Hydrophilic, again, I want to provide my example of a substance that is hydrophilic, which in this video is salt being added to water. So I will now play you guys that. As you can see, I have my cup of water and I'm adding salt. And then I'm going to take a spoon and mix it around to show it dissolving into the water. And then, as you can see, you can't see the salt anymore because it's dissolved, and that means it's a hydrophilic substance. Sorry. Okay. The next is hydrophobic. Hydro, again, stands for water, and phobic stands for fearing, or I like to say hating, since it's the opposite of loving. They are a property of a substance that repels water. These molecules are nonpolar covalent bonds and have an even charge distribution. The characteristics of hydrophobic molecules are molecules that do not have a charge, meaning, again, they are nonpolar. Hydrophobic material often does not dissolve in water or in any solution that contains a largely watery environment. Examples of those could be oils, fats, greasy substances. When you add some of these substances to water, they separate themselves from the water by sometimes forming a coating at the top. I chose this picture again because in the example under hydrophobic, you can see it is forming bubbles at the top of the substance in response to it being hydrophobic. In this video, I took a video of me adding oil to water to show you how it reacts. So I'm going to play that now. I chose just Crisco oil, and I'm adding it to my cup of water. And as you can see, it is forming bubbles at the top. Now I'm going to take my spoon and mix it around to show you that it's not going to dissolve. It's going to keep forming those small bubbles at the top. When a substance does this, that means it's a hydrophobic substance.